Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of War of the Realms. I'm here with Alex today.
Hey, how we doing?
All the way from, where are you from?
London, England.
London, okay. So
Yeah.
I just didn't want to say that and sound like...
It was the only place in England.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm actually from there. So
okay, perfect.
Yeah, no
So we're going to be playing a 2,000 point game of Age of Sigmar, and I'm going to be playing Skaven.
And I'm going to be using Daemons and Nurgle. So,
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're just going to give you a little warning here that this is I'm still like maybe 4 games into Sigmar since I've been back for the summer, and
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Blood Bowl. So,
Yep.
Yeah.
So we apologize if we get any rules wrong. Just let us know in the comments, and we will make sure to get them right in the next video. So let's go take a look at the armies and the table. Here is my 2,000 point list of Skaven, and this is the Verminous Clawpack Battalion, which includes the Skaven Warlord, a unit of Storm Vermin, and 3 units of Clan Rats. So they are each 30-man units there. It's 20 Storm Vermin, as well as we have brought 2 Poison Wind Mortars. They are also part of the, or no, not them. One of them has to be part of the Claw Pack. Those 2, and then the other one's just separate. For the Warp Fire Thrower, Rattling Gun, Doom Wheel, and the Screaming Bell will be our general for today. And there's also a, why am I forgetting? Warp Lightning Cannon. There we go. And that is the 2,000 point list of Skaven. I gotta go all the way back to show you all the miniatures. And here's Alex's 2,000 points of Demons. What do we got here?
Sure, so we've got a tally band of Nurgle. So that's the Great Unclean one, which is the kind of compulsory choice. I then got 3 units of 20 Plague Bearers, full command. 2 units of 3 Nurglings. I've got 4 Beasts of Nurgle, 2 here and 2 here. Sorry, 5 Beasts of Nurgle, 3 here and 2 here, which I'm running as 2 separate units. A Herald of Nurgle, and the Plague Drones. And then, just to make up the points, we have a lonely Soul Grinder who's not part of the tally band, but hopefully he's going to kick some ass anyway.
Alright, and that is the 2,000 point list of Nurgle Demons. And this is the table we will be playing on today for the Blood and Glory scenario. So we have 4 objectives set up on the table. There, all the way behind there, and here. And those 4 objectives, if you control all of them at the end of the 3rd battle round, you immediately win the game. If not, they go to the end of the 5th battle round, where whoever controls the most will be winning the game. And if we are tied, then it is whoever slayed the most units in the game. So here we are deployed on the board. Alex finished first because he pretty much had his his battalion and the Soul Grinder, and I had my battalion plus 5 or 6 other models. So we got some Clan Rats, a Mortar, Clan Rats, Fire Thrower, another Mortar. This mortar here without the green pipes is actually going to be the one that's not included in the battalion. We got our Warlord, Storm Vermin around the bell, Clan Rats, Engineer, Warp Lightning Cannon, Doom Wheel. And for Alex,
We've got the 2 unit of Beasts of Nurgle hiding behind the hill. We've got the Herald, the first unit of 20 Plague Bearers, Nurglings, the second unit of 20 Plague Bearers, the big guy himself, the
Great Unclean
one, thank you. The Lonely Soul Grinder, 3 more Beasts, another unit of Plague Bearers, and bringing up the left flank, or my left flank, is the Plague Drones.
And as Alex did deploy first, you get to choose who goes first, sir.
You are going first, sir.
Okay. So, if it's my turn, we're going to go right on to my hero phase. So his command ability is Altar of the Horned Rat. So that means all of my Skaven units get to add 1 to their bravery and their movement, as long as they can see the Screaming Bell. And it is at this point that I forgot that we have not told you what our artifacts and our extra command ability is. So for my general, which is the Grey Seer on the bell, he has taken the trait Lord of War, allowing him to do the Inspiring Presence command ability once, plus any other command ability he would like. So essentially he could do 2 Inspiring Presences, or Inspiring Presence plus his own. And for his artifact, he has to the Crown of Conquest.
Don't worry.
Yep, it's actually the other way around. The Crown of Conquest is the item that gives me the additional Inspiring Presence, and the Lord of War Yeah, Lord of War, he can choose one unit within 3, and they get to add +1 to hit. And for my Warlord, he has the Warpforged Blade, he has the Chaos Rune Blade, which gives him +1 attack with his Warpforged Blade. And Alex, what did you take?
For the Great Unclean one, he has got the Talisman, so he gets 6 up against wounds that he's taken. It's like an additional ward save, if you like. And the Herald has got the Rune Blade again. So it's +1 attack. And for his additional command ability, he has got Terrifying Presence. So subtracting 1 off the bravery of enemy units within 3 inches.
Cool. And for his other command ability being Inspiring Presence, he's going to put it on this unit of clan rats right here. And then for his spell, because he is a wizard, the Grey Seer on top, he's going to cast Arcane Shield, or Mystic Shield, sorry, on his unit of Storm Vermin, which goes off on a 6, getting a 10. With Alex not having any range to unbind, that definitely goes off, and these Storm Vermin get +1 to their save. And then my Warlord is going to use his command ability, Gnash Gnaw on their bones, because that is one of the perks of the battalion I am using. He gets to use it even if he's not the general. So he's going to do that, and what that does is gives all verminous units, so my clan rats and my storm vermin, they get to add 1 to their attack characteristic as long as they're within 13 of the general. But the battalion does state that he cannot do that if he is not, or if there's an enemy model within 3 inches of him, so I gotta keep him kind of behind the lines to make sure that I can always be doing that, because +1 attack is pretty awesome. And that ends my hero phase, so we're gonna go right on to movement and start with this unit of clan rats here, who are going to run. +1. Which actually goes to a 3 because I have a bell ringer, so I get to add 2 to run and retreat rolls, so they get base movement of 5? 6?
They got a base movement of 6.
Okay,
yeah.
Base 6 plus 3, so moving 9. So they are ending there after going 9. And now this unit of clan rats is also going to run, a lot. Now the Poison Wind Mortar here is going to move up 6 and tuck in right there. This Warp Fire Thrower is going to move up with its unit as well. And we're going to pull him out and put him here to get better range. The Screaming Bell is going to move now. It is a base move of 4 because it's full wounds, and then there are enough Storm Vermin around it. There's 12 because for every 3 models they get to push it an extra inch, so it's going to be moving up 8 inches. And we're actually going to go back 1 second. The Screaming Bell does have to ring the bell in the hero phase, so Alex is being nice enough to let me go back and do that. So let's see what our result is. So a 4 is 2. Unholy Clamor. The Screaming Bell can move an extra 6 inches in the start of its next movement phase. Oh boy. So that means his whole movement goes up to a value of 14, but we're only going to go about 10 to here, because we want to make sure our Storm Vermin can keep up. So they are going to run with it. An additional 3. 5. The Warlord himself is going to run up to join them. Only going 1 on top of his 6, we can only move 7. Getting there. Again, bravely leading from the back, as Alex so eloquently put it.
Bravely, bravely, Sir Robin.
Clan Rats running. An additional 6. Getting there. The Warlock Engineer is going to run. He's going to move 12. Able to get himself up on this hill. Rattling Gun's running. Hey.
Okay, change dice, please, like that.
So now my Doom Wheel is going to move, and the way this one works is it moves 2d6, and then I can opt to double it before I roll my dice, but if I do, like I get to double the result of the dice, but if I roll doubles, so the same number twice, then Alex gets to move it instead. But we are Skaven, so we're just going to go for it.
Yeah.
Yay, getting to move 14. It's going to go zooming whoop, to there. That ends the movement phase, going on to shooting. We're going to have Poison Wind Mortar. Try to dial up a shot at that unit of Plague Bearers.
This one?
Yep.
Sweet.
But in order to do that, he needs to use his more range ability.
Don't roll a 1.
Because that boosts my range from 22 to 30. But I have to roll a dice, and as long as I don't roll a 1, I'm okay. But if I do, I suffer mortal wounds. So... yeah! Well, this started great. So this now suffers D3 mortal wounds. It only has 3 wounds, so if I roll a 5-6, it's just dead.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it goes down to 1 wound. So it goes down to 1. Now, we're gonna try to do the same thing over here, and hopefully don't have as bad luck. Curses!
I'm not laughing at you, buddy. Oh, okay.
Down to 1 as well. Cannon is out of range because he did choose me to go first, and it only has 24-inch range, so that will end my turn. Going right on to the bottom of turn 1. In the hero phase.
Okay, so the Great Unclean One, being the general as he is. Quick thing to mention, because I'm an idiot and I forgot that he's
Everybody makes mistakes.
Yeah, right. He's got a 5-up ward save anyway against wounds because it's the disgusting resilience or whatever it's called.
Right.
So giving him the talisman is utterly pointless. So what we're going to do, I still chose the talisman and the Radic Blade. I'm just going to swap them over.
Okay, so he's getting the
Radic Blade, so he's got +1 attack. And now this guy's got the kind of resilient, extra resilience
with this
talisman.
ward.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Not a problem.
Right. Let's cast some Mystic Shield because nothing else is in range. I think I'm going to put it on. Let's put it on the unit of Plague Bearers straight in front of him.
Okay.
Looking for a 6, and that's a 7. And
I don't think I am within 18 of you. Even the closest wizard I would have are those two there.
No.
Definitely not.
So that's gone off, and they are now shielded.
And for your command ability?
It's the Grandfather's Joy. So if I roll exactly a 7 for any of the Nurgle demons in this list when they're charging, they get +1 attack.
Ooh, that's scary.
Yeah. Go.
On to movement.
Running the Beast of Nurgle, they're going to run an extra 1, so they're moving 6.
So 5 + 1.
5 + 1.
Who's next?
This unit of Plague Bearers, they're going to be running 4 + 1. Oh, super speedy today.
Getting up 5.
Getting up 5 to here.
Still swarming that objective.
Indeed. Okay, going to run this Herald. He is going to run 5 + 3, so he's going a grand total of 8 inches, and I guess that's just straight up, right? We're happy with that. So he's just going to stand on the hill and point.
Claiming some cover.
Yeah.
Nurglings?
Nurglings moving an extra 5. Again, yeah, there we go.
Moving up a total of 9.
Total of 9, yeah.
Plague drones?
Plague drones. So they move 8, and I'm going to see if I can get a charge off, so I'm not going to run them.
Okay.
Now they can fly, so I might have to do a little bit of trickery, but I think
you're going to be able to get yourself over that hut.
That's legit 8, and then
getting to there. The Plague Bearers here are just going to do a basic move and kind of just shuffle over a bit.
Every day we're shuffling. Beast of Nurgle, they're going to run. They are running a grand total of 3 for a 8-inch move.
Nice.
So we shall
slowly, I guess, I don't know, do they slither?
So, yeah, crawl.
Sure.
Yeah, skid. I don't know. Maybe, yeah.
All we know is there's going to be a slime trail.
Again, because model's in the way, he's just going to shuffle. And hopefully I'm still in range. Just going to run these guys. 4 base plus 1. Come on, guys.
Only trudging up 5 for them.
So lazy today.
They're running, but it's more of a jog.
Yeah, I mean, they don't strike me as the athletic type anyway.
Oh no, all bloated and whatnot.
Yeah, yeah. And he's going to move his base 5 inches to just behind the building.
Nurglings?
Nurglings, the last but not least, of course. 5 + 4 for 9. Sweet, and they will just kind of, yeah, they'll just slot in here. Like so.
Onto the shooting phase. The Soul Grinder here is going to use its Phlegm Bombardment.
Yep.
It's only 20-inch range, but he just has this front clan rat within it.
Yeah, that'll do. Okay, so it's hitting on a 4. That's not a hit.
Oh, now does that just do multiple damage for that one, or is that just a one single shooting attack?
It's one single shooting attack that had a damage characteristic of 3.
Oh, okay, so kind of scary.
Kind of scary.
Now the Plague Drones here are going to use their Death's Head.
Death's Head.
Shooting attack at the Doom Wheel there?
Yeah. I'm not sure what a Death's Head is, but we're going to do it anyway.
Sure.
Okay, so Death's Head is 1 attack each. They'll be hitting on 4s. So that's 2 hits. And these will be wounding on 3s, which is 2 wounds.
The Doom Wheel has a 4-up save, and this attack has no rend. Oh, I'm all good. Now on to the charge phase. There we go. I almost said the shooting phase again. Drones here are going to try to charge.
Yeah, gonna roll it up, see what we can get. Not a lot. I'm gonna put out probably nothing. We'll see.
Yeah, that is just, what, 3 inches out? Because you needed to roll a 7 in order to get to it?
Yeah, I needed a 7 to be within half an inch, and that was a 4, so unfortunately not a successful charge.
Wah wah. And now that Alex's first turn is over, we go on to the funnest part of the game. The initiative phase.
Here we go.
So I'm going to be rolling green. And who's going to be getting a choice?
Come on. Yeah!
Oh! Again, we roll then.
Okay. Oh.
Okay. I think I'm going to go first.
Okay.
In my hero phase, we're going to ring the bell first. Getting a 10. So result of a 10 is Wall of Unholy Sound. Meaning, at the start, or the bell, sorry, wrong one I'm reading here. All Skaven models in your army that are within 13 of the Screaming Bell, when they attack in your next combat phase, get to make 1 extra attack with each of their weapons.
Ooh.
So that is pretty darn sweet. Then the Gracier here is going to use Arcane Bolt on that unit there, needing a 5 to go off, and getting it with a 8. And the Great Unclean One behind that hut there is just out, because that guy's a little bit more forward, so it does go off, suffering D3 mortal wounds to the unit. Oh, 3! So, you get some saves though.
Yeah, disgusting resilience, so I do get a 5-up save against mortal wounds. So, let's roll them up. Take 2 wounds.
So, 2 of your choice.
Boop.
Now, my Warlock Engineer here is going to try to Mystic Shield the unit of Clan Rats on this objective here. Needing a 6. Just getting it.
Got it.
Warlord is going to use his Gnash on their Bones command ability, giving, of course, everybody +1 attack within 13. And for the General's command abilities, we're going to give this unit here Inspiring Presence, as well as we are going to use our Altar of the Horned Rat. Of course, everybody who can see the bell gets to do cool things that I am forgetting now, but I will read them and not forget. That is +1 move and +1 bravery for everybody who can see the bell. To movement now, these guys are going to run again, hitting 6 plus their 2 plus their base of 6 for a total 14 again. Able to make it to there. We could have gone farther, but I was afraid we were going to get too close to them. So that's where they are, and then these guys are just going to base move 6 to there, getting ready to charge. Now the Warp Fire Thrower, he's going to run an additional 4 on his 6, going 10. Getting there, actually going 11, because he can see the bell, getting +1. Now I have to try to move these Storm Vermin here. I think they're still going to run, but I did something very dumb, which is put Storm Vermin out in front, so they can't just push the bell out. So
You can, be a Skaven, just crush them. Run
no
right
thanks,
up
I'm good. I'm going to just run them and see if we can maybe leave a few in behind in the space for them to get there and be protected. Oh,
maybe
okay. So getting an additional 3 inches on their movement. 4 inches because of the bell. So that's how they are. And then the bell, leaving 3 over here, and those 3 there. So it can move 4 plus 2. So it's just going to move up 6.
Woohoo!
And fill this gap here and precariously stand on this piece of terrain.
Is it like a 4?
Engineer's just going to just walk up. Getting better range with his spells. The Warlord, of course, staying in behind. Making friends there.
Bravely, bravely.
These guys are just going to move up just a touch. But just so they can get a little bit better range and more options for where they shoot. Cannon's going to move up 3 as well. This guy's going to run. An extra 2.
+1 to the bell.
I'm going to have this unit of Clan Rats actually just kind of back up and gather around this objective a little better.
What?
What? You're like got some Mystic Shield over there, and these guys can handle this.
Yeah,
they just want this objective. They're like, ooh, I like this glowing rock.
Yeah.
Gathering around the objective like that, and I believe the only thing I have left to move is this Doom Wheel. So how far are you going, buddy?
Oh! Oh, it doesn't matter. You didn't move extra further, right?
Yes, I did not call it. I don't think I would.
That's a decision, Cullen. I'm glad we discussed that off camera first.
Oh, totally. No, I don't think I was going to anyway because I just wanted to get him there. But
Yeah, sure.
You can just go within 3 of those guys. Going on to the shooting phase now, the Doom Wheel is going to use its Warp Lightning shooting weapons at the Plague Drones here, and it gets D6 attacks. Woo! Getting all 6.
Nice.
These 6 attacks hit on 4s, getting an average of 3, and wounding on 4s for 2 wounds.
Woohoo!
With a -1 rend on that, it will be saving on 6s.
Indeed. One
save. So this does D3 wounds. So all 3 that you then get your disgustingly resilient save against.
Yep, so 5 ups to ignore these. 2 go through.
So the musician over there going down to 3 wounds. The oh so lucky poison wind mortar over here is going to try to shoot the same unit it tried to aim at last time, but of course needing to do more range. Please no ones.
Ooh.
Oh, a 2. So we're safe. So this has 1 shot that if the target unit has more than 10 models, they get to add +1 to hit, because it normally hits on 4s, but you have a 20-man unit, so it'll be hitting on 3s.
That's a hit. 4s.
Wounds on 4s.
Oh.
No. But that's why we brought 2. So he's going to try to do more range.
Hey!
So he's going to at least suffer 1 mortal wound and just die.
Yeah.
Well, that was totally useful.
Yeah, I mean, I feel bad for you, but I'm also happy.
Because you don't have to bother with this thing anymore.
No, and I didn't even have to lift a finger.
Yup. Skaven problems. And then on to the charge phase. This unit of clan rats is going to try to charge here. I need an 11, so not very likely, but hey, we'll see. Not favoring us today. I just remembered I have a second charge. The Doom Wheel didn't run, so it's just going to charge. It charges 2d6 like normal, getting a 5, but I'm just 3 inches away, so in it goes. And then we're going to move right on to close combat, and I only have the Doom Wheel to choose, so it will attack into the plague drones. It has d6 spiked wheel attacks for 3, and they hit on 3s. Huh.
Ooh.
And then the little rats in the wheel are going to attack, and they hit on 5s.
Go Ratties.
Wow.
Yeah.
And they wound on 5s as well for 2 wounds. So no rend for those attacks.
Okay, so 5 up save. Saving both.
Wow, didn't even have to use your second save.
Yeah, right.
And then you are going to swing back with them, I assume?
I will do so, indeed.
Going to pile the 3rd one in.
He's coming right in like so.
Perfect. All 3 being able to attack back.
Okay, the first weapon profile is the Plague Swords. These are 1 attack each, apart from the champion who has 2 attacks. So it's 4 attacks in total.
Okay.
They are hitting on 4s. So, no.
Wow.
Just no.
So, just as good as me?
Yep, so moving swiftly on. We've got 3 attacks each with the how do you even pronounce that? Proboscis?
Proboscis? On the drones themselves, then?
The noses?
Yes.
Giant noses. So these are now 3s to hit.
Hey, that's better.
Woo! And they are forced to wound you, sir, with no rend. So that'll be 6s.
No rend. Oh, was there 6s clause?
6s were mortal wounds, but I can't remember if I rolled any 6s.
I will double check on the clip then. The 6s only cause mortal wounds if there is a hero near them, so never mind about that. I just get my 4-up save because no rend. Heh. Taking 3 wounds.
3 wounds.
Puts the wheel down to 5, but you have 1 more attack?
1 more attack. We've got the Venomous Sting. These are 1 attack each, hitting on 4s. That's 2 hits. These will be wounding you on 3s, so that is 2 wounds at -1 rend, and they are damage D3.
Oh boy, I better save these. 5 up against these.
1 goes through.
Oh boy, okay. D3.
That'll be 1 wound.
Okay, so he is going down to 4. And that was the only combat, so we go on to the Battle Shock phase. Now, I didn't really lose any models, and neither did Alex. He only lost 2 in the Bravery 10 here, but he always wants to roll his Battle Shock checks, because on a roll of a 1, you get models back.
Indeed, for the Icon Bearer. So on the roll of a 1, I get D6 of those models I've lost back. That is a 1.
Okay, so D6 coming back for a maximum of 2.
And there they are. They're coming right back.
It's like nothing even happened.
And I'm going to cheat and put them at the front.
Oh, of course. Nurgle Demons turn 2. What are you going to do in your hero phase, sir?
I'm going to declare the Father's Joy. I think it's Father's Joy. It's the one where if any of my Nurgle demon units roll exactly a 7 to charge, they get to add 1 to their attacks.
Okay.
So I'll be declaring that I'm using that. 21 inches for healing. Unfortunately, the plague drones are well outside of that, so I can't do that. However, I am going to cast.
You're gonna cast Arcane Bolt.
Arcane Bolt. Let's do that. Yeah, and I'll do that on the Storm Vermin.
Oh boy. So we are allowing that spell to go through. This building has holes in it, so they can totally see through it, no problem. So roll it up.
Okay, looking for a 6, I believe. That is a 7.
And he is within range to unbind, so I need to beat a 7.
Oh, yeah, you got it.
That's an 8, so no bolt for you, sir.
Lovely. Okay.
What's first in your movement phase?
Yep, so going to run these beasts of Nurgle because they can run and charge. Apparently they're attention seekers.
That's terrifying, but okay.
They're going to be going 5 + 5 for 10, which does put me to there, but obviously I need to be 3 inches away.
And that's why we have this little handy gauge.
Look at that technology. And I will jump to...
The technology of plastic.
Indeed. So just done a bit of pre-measuring. The Herald's got a 4-inch movement. It's 1 inch to there and then 3 inches down. So he's just going to literally jump down the cliff and point at the clan rats.
I see you.
Okay, these Nurglings have got a base of 5. I am going to run them. So they're going to go plus D6, which is an 11-inch move.
Wow.
Yeah, nice.
They're fast little swarms, aren't
they're
they?
Keen. They're super keen.
They are excited to
with
get
11 inches, I think. Obviously need to be 3 inches away, I appreciate that.
Yep.
I think we're not going to use all of it. I think we will just pop round to about here and then form a little...
Say hello!
Little screen, like so.
I can't even remember.
Plague bearers.
Plague bearers, there we go. I was going to say plague things?
Plague bearers, they're just going to move their standard 4 inches, which is about there. And
I feel a charge in my future.
That's the idea.
Great and clean one.
Yeah, he's just going to shuffle around actually. He's going to just move normally to 5, which is about here. And he is happy chilling there for now.
Plague bearers over here.
Plague bearers, base movement of 4, running D6. So that'll be an 8-inch move. And they are going to...
Going sideways.
Going sideways, bravely running away from the guys with the big pointy sticks. Or the larger rats with the big pointy sticks.
But they want to say hello.
They can say hello later. Patience.
Getting all the way over there.
Nice.
Who's up next?
Beast of Nurgle. Because they can run and charge, I may as well do that. So
might as well go for it,
so
right?
They're going to run.
Ooh, 5.
That'll be a 10-inch move, sir. So I think they're probably going to come and say hello to your little friends. Possibly.
But they totally are my little friends.
They are.
You do speak correctly.
Well, Soul Grinder's going to scuttle forward. I believe it's a 6-inch move. I will move him and then I'll double check that for you. But
he seems big. That seems likely.
It seems likely. So he's going to scuttle there, but I will just check off camera.
And the plague bearers over here are just going to hold that objective.
Yeah, I think they're happy. They're just going to chill. They've got a big tree between them and danger. So yeah.
Yep. And just clarifying that, yep, it is full wound, so it does only move 6 on the Soul Grinder.
That's it. Yeah, lovely.
On to shooting. Soul Grinder here is going to shoot.
The Storm Vermin.
Both going to shoot both of his shooting weapons at them?
Yeah, sorry, got a Harvester Cannon and the Phlegm Bombardment. We will indeed put both of those on the Storm Vermin.
Cool. So what's first?
Let's do the Phlegm Bombardment, as beautiful as that name is.
I know.
So romantic. That is going to be 1 attack hitting on a 4. That is not a hit.
Oh boy.
Oh dear.
Good start.
Harvester Cannon is D6 attacks because he's still on 4 wounds.
Okay.
So that's going to be 6 hits.
Nice.
Attacks, sorry. And these are going to be hitting you on 4s for the statistically perfect 3 hit threes. And these will be wounding on 3s. And that's 1 wound with a -1 rend.
My Storm Vermin have clan shields, which it gets to add 1 to their save when they are getting attacked with damage 1 attacks, so their base save of 5 goes to 4, and the -1 rend brings it back up to 5.
Loves it.
6 is good.
Loves it.
And now the Plague Drones here are going to use their Death's Head shooting attack into the Doom Wheel again.
Okay, so it's 1 attack each. These are hitting on 4s. Wow, 3 hits.
Nice.
Take it. These are wounding on 3s for 2 wounds, and that has no rend.
2 4-ups. Oh no.
Woo!
This might have been not a smart idea for me. Now he's down to 2 wounds. We're gonna hop right back to the movement phase for a quick sec, just to move those Nurglings. Are they gonna run?
Yes, they are. Apologies, I didn't see them.
Oh, no. You've given me many...
Kind of camouflaged in there. So, yeah, D6 plus... so that's 3 plus 5 is 8, and they're just going to shimmy up the hill to about here.
Say hello.
Hello.
Looking down on the great battlefield.
Indeed.
On to the charge phase now.
Yeah.
Beasts over there gonna charge?
Beasts are charging. Anything but a double one. Oof. Thankfully, they are 3 inches away.
Just what they needed.
There we go.
Next up is the Herald of Nurgle.
Yeah. 5 might...
I think that's gonna get you in. You just need to be within a ½ inch.
I think that's out. That's 6 to me.
What about to this guy here?
Ooh. Oh, yeah, that's 5.5.
Yep.
So there we go.
Perfect. Now the unit of Plague Bearers.
Yep, rolling it up, getting a 5. That's not going to be enough for either direction, I don't think.
No.
So they're stuck there.
These beasts now.
Charging 5. That should be enough to get
That should be enough, but wow, your charges have not been wonderful.
Yeah, that's consistently 5 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, 3 then 5 twice.
True.
I think we're piling, we should be okay. Just about to get to around here.
On to the combat phase. Alex is going to start here with his beasts swinging into the Storm Vermin.
Okay, so the first attack profile is going to be the claws and tentacles. These are D6 each, so that's 3d6 attacks. Going for, wow.
9?
9.
And what are you hitting on?
These are hitting on 4s.
Wounding on 3s.
Wounding on 3s. Oh god.
Whoa.
Oh,
Just a
fail.
2.
So that'll be 1 wound with no rend.
So the Storm Vermin have a 4-up save. Made it.
Okay, now the Slobbering Tongues. These are 1 attack each, hitting on 4s. So that's 1.
And wounding on?
Wounding on a 3. That's 1 wound with damage D3, but no rend.
Okay, so I get my 4-up. Oh no, I get a 5-up because my clan shield does not save against this. So nope, D3.
1.
You'll die. I will choose to attack with the Doom Wheel next, before it dies. D6 wheel attacks for 2. It hits on 3s. And wounds on 3s. For 1 with a -1 rend.
Puts me on a 6-up. No.
And you're disgustingly resilient?
Is obviously just 1 damage.
Yep.
No. That'll be a wound, sir.
So that guy goes down to 2, and I have more attacks. The little rat's inside on 5s. And 5s. No, okay. Next up for Alex is the beasts.
Yep, so the claws. So these would be D6 each. Oh, so it's 2d6. That's going to be 7 attacks. Okay, claws and tentacles, these are hitting on 4s. Yeah. And these are wounding on 3s, I hope. Oh no, just 1. That's no rend, sir.
Okay, so with 1 damage, correct?
Yeah, yes, correct.
So my clan shields do work against this, so my 6-up goes to a 5-up.
Yay!
We're all good. And now the beasts are gonna try to lick.
They are gonna, yeah, they're gonna slobber right all over those rats. So that's gonna be 4s to hit. No, they're not licking. They're just not licking very well today.
Just drooling on the floor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have my clan rats attack. I just need to pile in. Being able to pile in like that. Swing at the beasts here first. Able to get 12 in. So we got 12 attacks. And because there are 30 or more in this unit, they get +1 to hit and wound. So I will be hitting on 3s. And 4s to wound. Not as good. Yeah, it was 3s to wound, so still not bad. Only missing 3.
Nice. So these will be 5-ups. Saving 1. Ooh, I think that might be a dead guy. They have 6 wounds. No, just lucky.
Okay.
One guy's down to 1 wound.
And 7 clan rats being able to make it in there with the Plague Herald. Plague Herald?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Herald of Nurgle?
Herald of Nurgle.
There we go.
Yeah.
On 3s. And 3s. So, 2. So he's got a 4-up save.
4-up save.
And then a 5-up disgusting resilience.
Nope, takes a wound.
Takes a wound. And how many wounds does he have?
He has 5 wounds, so he's down to 4.
The Herald will swing next.
Yep, he's got 3 attacks with his Bale Sword. And these are hitting on 4s for 1 hit. And they will be wounding on a 3 for 1 wound. That is -1 rend and damage D3.
So I get to no save against this then. So roll your d3. Ho! 3 rats. This guy, and this guy. Storm vermin are now going to pile in. So getting 13 storm vermin in with, 11 storm vermin in, and they have 3 attacks apiece because Gnash Gnaw on their bones gives them +1 attack. Actually getting 1 additional because of the champion, and I am hitting on 3s because your unit has less models than my unit.
Yeah.
Missing 11, so perfectly statistical, and then wounding on 3s as well. So getting this many 6-up saves.
Yeah, this pile of dice, damn it. Okay, 6s. Okay, so I've saved 3.
For a total of 14 wounds, and this is 1, that's 1, and that's 2 wounds off the last.
So, and I shall take, I'll take these 2.
And putting that guy down to 4.
Yeah.
Now on to the Plague Drones for the last attacking unit.
Okay, starting with the Plague Swords. They're normally 1 attack each, but there's an extra attack for the champion.
Of course.
So these are hitting on 4s. That's 2 hits. These will be wounding on 3s, and that is 2 wounds with no rend.
With no rend, I get a 4-up.
Down to 1 wound.
Down to 1. All you need to do is 1 more.
Here we go.
And I will be down to Doomwheel.
Okay, the second profile is the Proboscis. These or Probosci. Probosci.
Probosci? I have not a clue. Noses.
Noses. Yeah, the nose attacks. These are 9 attacks in total, hitting on 3s. That's a.
Oh boy, 1 miss.
That's a good. These will be wounding you on 4s for 3 wounds.
With no rend, I need to make all of them. Oh. Down goes the Doomwheel. On to Battle Shock. My Storm Vermin here are base Bravery 5, but there are 19 of them, so they get +1 for having 10 in the unit, going up to 6, and +1 for being able to see the bell. So going up to Bravery 7, so they cannot fail because they've only lost 1 model.
Sure, and similarly, the Beasts of Nurgle are Bravery 10. I've only lost 2, which takes me down to an 8, so again, I can't fail.
And they don't come back, so there's no use in rolling it.
Nope.
So Clan Rats are base Bravery 4, getting +2 because there are more than 20 of them, and getting +1 for seeing the bell. I need to not roll a 5-up. But I roll a 5, so 1
runs away.
You. 2 initiative to see who goes next.
Oh, yeah. I will be. No, I'm just messing. I'm taking that, obviously.
Oh, of course. Yeah. The 2 turns in a row.
Oh.
How can you turn that down? Actually, I just double-checked my War Scroll Battalion rules, and I get to add 2 bravery for every 10 models, so I am totally fine. He comes back where he was. Now the Greater Unclean one here is going to use his Impossible Resilience special rule, which is?
It is the ability given to him because of the War Scroll Battalion, the Taliban. So, all of the units within 21 inches of him that form part of the War Scroll Battalion can now take D3 wounds back. So, going from my right, the Beast of Nurgle here, he can take D3 wounds back. So he's getting 2 wounds back, so it brings him to 3. The Herald has lost a wound, so he'll just go back up to 5.
Yep, always guaranteed that 1.
And this guy here has lost 2 wounds. He gets back 2 wounds, so he goes back to 6.
Whew. That's kind of scary. I thought I just did damage, but apparently not.
Yeah. I've got to admit, it was the main reason I went with the Taliban.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool ability.
Okay, so back to the hero phase. The Great Unclean one is going to cast the Plague Wind. I'm looking for a 7.
To get a 14-inch line there?
Yeah, so the way that will work is that anything that goes through this 14-inch line, the target is the bell, but because the line passes over the Storm Vermin, if this is successfully cast, both of those units will take D3 mortal wounds.
Nice. And it doesn't affect your own units. It heals them, but it won't matter.
Exactly, yeah.
So needing a...
Needing a 7. That is a 7.
That is a 7, and I am within range to unbind, so can I show an 8?
No.
I cannot.
So it'll be
D3 mortal wounds, where do you want to start?
Start with the Storm Vermin, looking for a 5 or 6. That's 2.
Still 2,
yeah,
so that guy and this guy up on the hill.
Cool, and now the bell for 2 wounds as well.
Okay. The bell taking 2 wounds goes down to 10.
He's going to do the Grandfather's Joy as his command ability. And
Anything else?
No, I believe that's everything. We'll move on to movement.
Nurgling's gonna move.
Nurgling's going to move, and they're going to just be a pain. Well, that's the idea anyway. So their base move 5, and I'm just moving them outside of 3. Sorry, just to correct that because I'm cheating.
Just popping them back, making sure the 3 away from the clan rats. Plague Bear's here.
Yep, so base move 4, they're going to march towards the clan rats, just ending 3 inches away, like so.
Setting up for a good charge, looks like.
Yeah.
Lining up like that. Nurgling's on the hill.
Yep, just going to run them, so it's 5 plus d6 for an 8-inch move. So that's 4 inches to the bottom of the hill, and then 4 inches this way, just to come and assist with the objective.
Makes sense.
Like so. Okay, Great Unclean One. He's getting involved. He's moving up 5 inches. And yeah.
Getting in range with his shooting attack.
Getting in range with his shooting attack. And the plague drones are going to fly 8 inches towards the clan rats.
Buzz, buzz.
He takes his wounds. Like so. Soul Grinder's just going to shuffle up a few inches.
Get more things in range with his shooting.
And then finally 4 inches with the Plague Bearers. They're just going to come and assist with the objective.
Making sure it's very, very hard for me to grab them.
That's entirely the point, sir.
The Great Unclean One there is going to shoot his shooting attack into the Storm Vermin.
Yep, he's got an attack called Noxious Bile, which has d6 attacks, going for 5.
Nice.
Okay, so because he's not been hurt, this is hitting on 3s for 3 hits. It's wounding on 2s, and those are all -2 rend damage 1.
Whew. Getting a 6 up because it's only 1 damage, so my clan shield still does kick in. That doesn't help.
3 damage.
Pulling 3 off from this side. Soul Grinder going to shoot into the Storm Vermin as well?
Yep, with both weapons, the Phlegm and the Half-Star Cannon. We'll start with the Phlegm Bombardment. That's a single shot hitting on a 4. Yay! This is wounding you on a 3. That's a wound. That will be -2 rend and it's damage 3.
Oh boy. No save!
That's 3 dead.
Oh boy. So I'm going to take this guy, and this guy here.
Okay, now the Half-Star Cannon. This is d6 attacks because the Soul Grinder hasn't taken any damage. So that's a 6.
Oh boy.
And these are hitting on 4s. So the...
3, 4.
Look at that, a little bit. And these are wounding you on 3s. For 4 wounds, those are -1 rend damage 1.
Okay, so getting a 5 up.
3 more.
He can make only 1. Oh no. Oh boy. So him, and this guy. This unit is looking kind of slim now. That was my pushing unit.
Yeah, that's why.
Shooting the Death's Head from the drones into these clan rats.
Yep. Okay, so with this, I'm looking to kill 1 clan rat to drop you down to 29. So it's forced to hit, and immediately that plan's gone terribly.
Yep.
Frank.
Plague Bears here in the charge phase want to do the first charge.
Yep, so anything but a double 1. That's not a double 1.
That's plenty.
That's kind of sweet. I'm enjoying that.
Landing like that, and that's just downright terrifying.
Yeah. Okay, Great Unclean One. He's going to go in. He's going in.
Oh, feeling feisty he is indeed.
Oh, he is. Rah!
In he goes. The Nurglings then want to charge?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, they're fine. They're having a good day. I think they're going to go this way, actually.
Okay, just going to get some more attacks onto that unit of clan rats.
Yeah, so they're going to go like that. The Soul Grinder, because why not? 5. I don't think that's going to get him anywhere.
Just 1 inch out on the Soul Grinder, unfortunately. But I feel the drones want to fly?
The drones want to fly. They're coming in for the party. They are. That should be okay. Is that?
Oh, to them?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, they love it. Yeah, they're fine.
With that being all the charges and many close combats, Alex chooses this single beast of Nurgle.
Because otherwise he's going to get chopped up.
Yeah, that's probably likely. D6 attacks.
D6 attacks for...
Yep.
Yep, hitting on a 4. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Winning on a 3. He's done it. It's no rend though.
No rend, so nope, they're just clan rats, so 5 up. Oh, this is the storm vermin,
yeah.
Why do I always think you're attacking my clan rats?
I don't know.
I failed. That'll be him, but now I'm going to break coherency, so they're not going to be able to move.
I'm now going to try and lick you. Like, not literally, I mean, the model's going to try and lick it. I mean,
just to stay away!
Sorry. Yeah. Anyway, moving swiftly on, there's a 4 to hit, and that's not a hit.
Okay. For my selection, these clan rats are going to be the first ones to swing. So I have 11 into the beasts first, hitting on 4s because I have less than 30 now. And wounding on 3s because there is 10 or more. I actually would have had 2 more wounds because it's 20 or more, not 30 or more. So they're still hitting on 3s. So wounding on 4s with those, so getting an additional wound. 3 5-up saves!
Booyah!
Wow.
Down to 2 wounds.
He will not die! And then some of the other guys here, they have an option to swing into this Herald or the Plague Bearers, and I'm going to put only 3 that have to swing into the Herald there, into the Herald, and everyone else is going to go into the Bearers. So 3 attacks on 3s, wounding on 3s, 2 saves for the Herald, 2 4-ups.
2 4-ups, and a 5-up Disgusting Resilience.
Of course.
He's loving it.
Oh boy. So this is 11 attacks, because the champion, there's only 10 models, but the champion does attack twice. So this is hitting on 3s. And wounding on 3s. Not bad. So 3 saves for you, sir. 3 5s up.
No, failed them all. Disgusting Resilience. And I take 2 wounds.
Okay, so at least 1 or 2 of those guys die, which will still not make you take bravery tests.
Well, I can. I might get them back.
Oh no, don't even say that. Drones are now going to swing into these clan rats.
Okay, so we're going to start with the Plague Swords. There's +1 attack for the champions. That's 4 attacks total. These are hitting you on 4s. That's 2 hits. And these will be wounding you on 3s. That's 1 wound and no rend, damage 1.
5 up for the clan rats. Nope. You can die.
Okay, so now onto the proboscis, or the noses. These are 9 attacks total, hitting on 3s.
Not bad.
Take it.
What are you wounded on?
We're wounding on 4s. Oh, not so good.
Not as good, definitely.
That's 2 wounds, no rend, damage 1.
So again with the 5s, to make 1 but not the other, and you can die now.
And the final attack is the Venomous Sting. These are hitting on 4s. Nice. These are wounding on 3s for 2 wounds. These are -1 rend, damage D3 each.
So yeah, this is the one I don't get a save against. So roll your 2 D3s.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
No, you're not. Don't lie to me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now these clan rats will attack. Like that. We have 10 swings into the Nurglings on 3s. Not so good, but wounding on 3s here for all 4. I totally said Nurglings there, but that was definitely from the Greater Unclean one. That's as many attacks. You could testify?
Yeah, testify. I approve this message.
Awesome.
So 4 ups, and they're passed.
Wow, okay, you had a 5-up save after that, but you didn't even need it. Now actually swinging into the Nurglings on 3s.
Ooh.
3s. All 3.
Hey.
And they have no save, so 3 wounds go onto the back one here, and goes down to 1 wound. Great Unclean one will now swing into these clan rats here.
Yep. Okay, so he's gonna make 4 attacks with the Plague Flail because we gave him the Relic Blade.
Indeed.
So he is hitting on 3s for 3 hits. And he is wounding on, bear with me, 2s, because he has not taken any wounds yet. So that is 3 wounds. These are -1 rend, damage 2.
Okay, wow, okay, that's 6 dead rats.
Yep.
2, 4, 6.
And we've got 1, I'm afraid. We've got
1 more weapon?
Massive Bile Sword.
But I actually get 6-up saves before this happens because I have Mystic Shield. Never mind, those 6 did die. With the massive sword.
Massive sword. It's 3 attacks. It's hitting on 4s. 1.
Okay.
It's wounding on a 3. It's not wounding on a 3.
I will attack into the beast with my storm vermin, but I may not pile in because I've broken coherency. But actually, sorry, this guy can, because he will pile into coherency, but he cannot. So that is 19 attacks, because at this moment I am realizing that they get +1 attack from him, and these guys should have gotten it, but I totally messed up, so we're not going to go back and fix that, because that's too far gone. My bad, everybody. But this is 19 attacks into that single beast, hitting on 3s, because I still have more models in my unit than you. And wounding on 3s as well.
Ooh.
12 5-up saves here.
Come on, I'm feeling lucky. No.
You made a few, but I believe that's 6.
That's more than 6.
Still...
That's way more than 6. It's
Yep.
3, 6, 8. So he is dead.
So down goes the beast of Nurgle. At least that is one problem dealt with. So many more to go.
Conscious of time.
Those 3 Nurglings. Will attack.
Nurgling. No.
15 attacks from the Nurglings, hitting on 5s.
Yeah. 5s. Nice. 3 wounds. No
Oh
rend.
boy.
Yeah.
I got a 5-up save here.
2 more.
And I did fail 1, or sorry, save 1, fail 2, and that's not good. Would have been 4-ups for Mystic Shield, but
Sure.
still failing 2. And then the Nurglings have a special ability that if they deal any wounds to a unit at the end of the combat phase on a roll of a 5-up, they deal D3 mortal wounds. It does happen at the end of the combat phase, but this combat here is all done, so just so we don't forget, we're going to roll it right now.
Sure. No, you're fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Last unit of clan rats do pile in and attack. That is 20 attacks onto the plague drones, hitting on 4s, because more than 20, and spears for that unit. And then 3s to wound.
Nice.
Yeah. Still 3, 6, 7.
7. Okay, so these are 5 up. So I've currently saved 3. And 5 up for Disgusting Resilience. So I've saved all of them.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Plague swords.
Yeah, so 13 attacks from the Plague Bearers. These are hitting on 4s. That's not so good as those saves I just made. That's 4 hits.
That's coming from this unit of plague bearers. I don't know if I mentioned that now that you made that roll, but yeah, that unit of plague bearers into this unit of clan rats.
Yeah, sorry. So all the rolls we're doing now is this combat here
Yeah.
because it's the only one not to be fully resolved. And these now wound on 3s, so that's 3 wounds. So there is no rend to that, and they're only damage 1, so you get your clan shields.
Okay, so 5-ups. Made 1 and 2 die. Or are these damage 2?
No, they're damage 1.
Okay, so him and him.
Right, so we're moving on to the Beasts of Nurgle. I'm going to start with the Claws and Tentacles, which are D6 attacks each, so that's 8 attacks. These are hitting on 4s, and these are wounding on 3s, but 6s are double damage because there is a Plague Bearer hero nearby.
Okay.
No 6s, but 3 wounds.
And these are just 1 damage apiece.
They are, and there's no rend.
So 5-ups. 3 more die. I'll take these 3.
And finally, the Slobbering Tongues. These are hitting on 4s. That is 2
Yep.
hits. Ooh, winning on 3s.
Oh, both of them.
These are no rend, but they're going to be double damage and they're D3 each.
So I only get 6-up saves, which I don't make any, so D6 and then times 2.
Yeah, so 2 D3.
Or D3, sorry, D3 times 2.
Okay, so 3, 6, 7, 8.
Oh boy. So with 8, I'm going to take 2, 4, 6, 8. Trying to pull myself out of combat with the beast there. And the Herald is left in there to swing.
Yeah, so he's got 3 attacks with his Bale Sword. These are hitting on 4s, so that's 2 hits. They are wounding on 3s, so that's 1 wound. It's a -1 rend and damage 3.
Yeah, I don't get a save against that. D3, so 2.
2.
These 2. So these Storm Vermin here, onto Battle Shock, have lost 12 models, and are Bravery 5, +1 for seeing the bell. So bravery 6, and again losing 12. So I am at losing D6 or D6 plus 6, and there's 7 left. So I automatically lose this entire unit of Storm Vermin. Oops, that was a bad move for me. So these clan rats have more than 20 models, so they get bravery 8 from that because they're base 4 and plus 2 for every 10. And then I can see the Screaming Bell, of course. So going to bravery 9, and I have lost 7 models. So 4 plus 7 is 12, 11, yep.
So you've lost 3. No, bravery 9, 10, 11, 2. You've lost 2.
This is fun doing math on the spot.
Yeah, right.
For these guys, they've lost, what is that, 3, 6, 8 clan rats, but I am inspiring, so no need to take battle shock tests. And for your little Nurglings.
Yeah, so they've got a special rule. I can't remember the exact name of it, but because it's the end of the combat phase and the whole base wasn't slain, they automatically go back up to their full complement of wounds.
It's like it never even happened.
It's like it never ever happened. So
these guys here have at least 10, so getting plus 2 to their bravery of 4, plus seeing the Screaming Bell, getting plus 1 to going to bravery 7, losing a whopping 14. So it's going to be D6 plus 7. Not too bad, but still 9 running. 3 clan rats from Maine.
woohoo!
And you want to make a battle shock test for your 2?
Oh yeah, if I roll a 1, I get D6 back. That's not a 1, so...
Okay, so those 2 are gone.
They are gone.
On to the bottom of turn 3 for me. We are going to command ability for him. We are going to Inspiring Presence them again. And then we are going to try to cast... I think we're going to try to kill these guys here. So starting with this wizard, he's going to cast Warp Lightning onto them.
Using the power accumulator.
Yep, of course, the Warp Power Accumulator makes his spell from that causes D3 mortal wounds go up to D6. And if I rolled a 1, it would have suffered a wound, but I'm good. And I always do that one wrong. That one's not roll a dice on a 1. That one's just I roll to cast it, and if I fail it, then I suffer wounds. So
that's a pass.
Okay, but you get a chance to deny for your Greater Unclean one over here.
Denied.
Oh boy. Now he's just going to try to Arcane Bolt. I probably should have done this one first, but still goes off. Do you have anybody else who can unbind?
No.
And he can only unbind 1, right?
Pretty sure.
Yep, only able to unbind 1. So getting D3 mortal wounds onto the Plague Drones there. Just 1. Oh, jeez. Going, at least that one's only down to 1.
Yep.
Let's roll for the bell.
Oh, yeah.
4, which means he can move D6.
Yes.
I mean, which is nice considering he has no friends with him. But I don't really know where. I think he's going to just move off this precarious hill and just move kind of back and be friends with the Warlord. And he's going to use Gnashing on their bones, of course, giving everybody within 13 an extra attack. On to movement. I think I'm kind of in a rock and a hard place here. I do, with my banners, I do have the ability to retreat and then charge still. So in theory, I could like pile out of this combat and then try to charge in the back of here to try to take these guys out. But then I'm really leaving these objectives, this one, and even trying to do it over here and that one there. It leaves them pretty open to be taken. So I think I'm just going to stay in the combats and try to grind my way through. And we're just going to go into the shooting phase and hope our little weapon teams can help do some support. So in the shooting phase, this mortar is going to shoot. I know it's supposed to be shooting at hordes, and like I want to go over here, but I need to clear out this, so I'm going to shoot it at the Nurglings here. Cool. Hitting on a 4, because it's not a unit of 10, but I miss.
Flamer.
Warp. Nope. What is this one called? The Warp Fire Thrower. Yes, I was right. It has an 8-inch range and causes D6 mortal wounds to the target, so I will just choose those Nurglings.
Don't roll a 1. D6.
And D6. 6 wounds for them.
You need to roll to see if you roll a 1, otherwise you take damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So just do that first.
There.
Okay, that's fine. Then you go. That one's dead. And this one is now down to 4 wounds remaining.
Yeah, so sorry about that. That one is I need to boost it because it starts at D3 mortal wounds. And then if you don't roll a 1 when you boost it, then you get to use D6. If not, you take wounds just like these guys here. Actually down to 2 because they're only 4 wounds. The rattling gun is going to fire into them, and he is going to use his more ability. Please don't roll a 1.
Hey!
So that more ability boosts it from 2d6 to 4d6 shots. Please roll high numbers.
Oh boy.
That's not too bad. The double ones is not cool, but
No.
hey. So this attack is normally hitting on 4s, but I am within 9 inches, so I get to add +1 to hit. So hitting on 3s. For a lot of 3s. And only winning on 4s though. But still not too bad. -1 rend on this.
So that gives me 6 up save, which I fail none of. Pass none, but I get the 5 up resilience. And ooh, that's gone badly.
Okay, so
I passed
5 wounds.
5 wounds, which kills this guy, and I believe leaves this guy on a single wound.
Now the Warlock Engineer is going to fire his pistol, and it hits on a 3. And it wounds on a 4. And then it is -1 rend. 6 up. And it's under there.
Oh, big reveal.
Dun 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 dun! Oh, it's a 6!
Woo!
And now the cannon finally gets a shot on these guys. And the way this works is I get to roll a dice, and then roll 6 more dice. And whatever the result of this one, every other dice that passes it, it suffers a mortal wound. So, on a 1, so that is automatically
6 mortal wounds.
6 mortal wounds, because I can't roll lower than a 1. Does that kill the unit? Woohoo! Okay, I finally dealt with those guys, but I think that might be still a little too late. Because we're gonna not... Do we want to charge now that these guys are free? No, I think we need them to hold that objective. Yeah, so we're just gonna go on to the combats, because you don't want to charge in, and you need to stay behind. With only these 2 combats, I'll start with this one, and swing with those guys there. And this is 19 attacks on the Greater Unclean One, which are going to hit on 3s. And then wounding on 3s.
So these will be saved on 4s. So I've failed 2, and I do get a 5 up resilience for... No, it's still 2 wounds.
So how many wounds does he have? 10?
He's got 10, so he's down to 8.
And 12 attacks into the Nurglings. I am getting... I don't know if I mentioned earlier, I did... getting +1 attack for that guy there. So this will be hitting on 3s. For a fairly high number. Just 2 misses.
Sick.
And 3s. Another not too bad. Just 4 misses there. So how many saves? Oh no. These guys don't have saves, do they?
Don't have saves, no. And they're 5 wounds apiece. So I think you've got them.
So that kills that base. Oh, does that... Because he's remaining 2, so 1 goes down to 1 wound.
Ooh.
And the other one goes away. Which is very unfortunate, because that means at the end of combat, he's just going to go up to full again. Plague Bearers will now pile into these 3 remaining clan rats. See if they can take them out. 11 attacks.
11 attacks, hitting on 4s. Ooh. 5, wounding on 3s. That is 4 wounds, no rend, damage 1.
Okay, so 5 up. And 3, just enough to kill off the last of my clan rats on this flank. And because I'm no longer involved in this combat, Alex just gets to swing with the Greater Unclean One and the Nurglings. So
cool.
Which one do you want to do first?
Let's do the Great Unclean One. Start with the Plague Flail. Normally 3 attacks, but going up to 4 because of the relic I took. These are going to be 3s to hit. Not great. Wow, he's fluffed it.
Only 1.
These are going to be wounding still on 2s because I've only taken 2 wounds. So that is a wound. That's -1 rend and damage 2.
Yeah, so that ignores my save.
And
So
damage 2.
Boop.
Sorry. And lastly, got the Bile Sword. I've only taken 2 wounds. This has got 3 attacks. That was hitting on 4s, so it's 2 hits. And these are wounding on 3s.
Wow.
Ooh, double 6s. They are -2 rend damage D3, sir.
Okay, roll your D3s.
Double 6s are going to be lovely.
Oh! Not only did he do 6 wounds, but he also called what he was gonna roll. And I don't think, maybe if I took those 2 off earlier from the Nurglings, they might have been able to get out, but he's still gonna be able to pile them in and swing.
So that 1 base of Nurglings is 5 attacks, 5s, then 5s. So 5s, nice.
Nice! And 5s.
Nothing.
Oh, okay. So no check to see if they do mortal wounds as well.
No.
These clan rats have a bravery of 7 right now, because there's more than 10 of them, and they can see him. Actually, bravery 6, because he has terrifying presence, so I am -1 bravery. So I will be losing, well, yeah, and I lost 8. So D6 plus 2 is how many I'll lose. 4. Oh boy. Oh boy.
And unfortunately, that last base of Nurglings goes back up to 4 wounds because he was not wiped out.
I love them. And now that is the end of the 3rd turn, I still control 2. Alex still controls 2. So the game does not end, and we continue for initiative 6 for me.
Oh.
Okay, I will see if me taking 2 turns will help maybe. On my hero phase, let's see what the bell does. That is Apocalyptic Doom. So every enemy unit within 13 inches right now, because he's at 10 wounds, will suffer D3 mortal wounds on a 4-up. So for the Great Unclean one, nope. And the Nurglings, no. He's going to use his command ability, as well as he will... You know what, and I went to just put Inspiring Presence onto these, and I remember that I inspired them last turn, so we just put the 4 models that ran from Bravery back, and we're going to put it on them again, so we do not have to keep making Battle Shock tests, because losing 4 models is not cool. As well as he will use his Everybody Can See Him can add +1 to Bravery and move. The Warlord will use Nashna on their bones for everyone within 13, and then this wizard is going to try to cast Arcane Bolt onto the Great Unclean one. Needing a 5, and failing. The Warlock is going to try to cast Warp Lightning. Getting it with a 10. You need to show an 11 to stop this. This will be on your Great Unclean one. Okay. So onto the Great Unclean one, suffering D6 mortal wounds. Please be a 6. 5. Definitely good for me. So what is he down to, 3?
Yeah.
Hey, I might even be able to kill your general. Going to have these clan rats walk back and just hunker down on this objective. Gonna move this guy just back a bit, just so he's just within 18 of the Soul Grinder, as well as the Engineer, just to give him somewhat of protection, but keeping them, hey, in this cover. Maybe here? Nope. Here? Nope. Here? Yeah. The Warpfire Thrower is just going to come over here, just to get some shelter from his own unit. Actually, that looks scarier, because there's Plague Bears over there. Here. I am not going to have these guys retreat out, because I'm hoping this will be able to kill him, and then if not, the combat should be able to do it. So we're going to go right into shooting, and more flame. Yep.
That was it. D6.
D6. 3+.
Yeah.
Oh, he is out of here.
Toast.
This mortar now is going to fire a shot into them. They have more than 10, so I'm going to add +1 to hit for 3. Still rolling a 2 though. Rattling Cannon's going to use its more ability as well. Good. 46 shots into the Soul Grinder. Ooh! That's 1 away from max. So 23 shots hitting on 4s because I am more than 9 away. Only 8 out of 23 hits. That wound on 4s. Okay, well,
not bad.
Only 2 misses there, so there is 6 at -1 rend. 5-up save.
None.
Oh, okay.
So 6 wounds.
Down to 10 wounds, because he has 16 wounds. Warp Lightning Cannon at the Soul Grinder as well. Rolling to see what the strength is, so 3. And getting 6 dice. Need to roll 3-ups for mortal wounds. So 5 mortal wounds.
5 mortal wounds.
The Soul Grinder down to 10.
5.
Or 5, yeah. He was already at 10. What am I saying? With no charges to declare, I'm going to pile in these clan rats and swing at the Nurgling. Try to take out that live base. Able to surround the Nurglings like that, getting 21 attacks because Nashna on their bones giving them +1 attack. And these are, is there more than 10 there?
2, 4, 6, 8, yeah. 10,
yeah, there's more than 10, but less than 20, so hitting on 4s, and I'm going to be wounding on 3s then. Getting a fairly decent number of hits here, and wounding on 3s. 9 wounds, and no save, so down goes the Nurgling. Whew, so that got rid of that. On to your turn, sir.
Indeed.
The bottom of turn 4. on to the beginning of the hero phase, but without a hero.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you have one hero, but not your general.
He doesn't do anything, so it is, albeit brief, that is my hero phase.
Okay, movement.
Okay, these guys are going to move up 4 just to try and get the charge off.
He's gonna run.
These are going to run. They're going to run an additional 3, so that gives them a grand total of 8. And they're going to go just in here like that. These guys are moving 4. I think I'm going to move them more this way. See if I can get a different charge.
I don't like the sound of that, because I have a feeling that would sound the end of that guy.
That's what we're. I'm not gonna lie. That's what we're going for. You know,
not even gonna hide that one.
Full disclosure. We don't like that guy. He ran the Herald, and he's gonna run 8 in total, which puts him. Just gonna put him in here. Sure. Nurglings are just gonna shifty on round, like so.
Soul Grinder down to movement 7.
Yeah, so he's going to move 7 inches, and we're going to try and deal with that Warlock / gun, because I'm just going to move these off so they're within 6. That's basically these guys shuffling around here.
Just making sure there's no way.
Absolutely no possible way to lose that, and I believe, yeah, that's 6, yeah.
The Soul Grinder is now going to shoot in the shooting phase. It is the only thing left with guns, so it's going to fire all of them into the Engineer over here.
Okay, so we'll start with the Harvester Cannon. Because of the amount of wounds he's taken, it's now D3 shots for 3.
Good thing it wasn't D6.
Yeah, right. So these are hitting on 4s for 2 hits. They will be wounding on 3s. That's 2 wounds, and that is a -1 rend, damage 1.
So normally the Engineer's got a 5-up save. He is in cover, so the rend will just take away the cover and give him his 5-up save. Made 1, failed 1. Down to 4. Bombardment.
Fen Bombardment hitting on a 4. That's a 4. Wounding on a 3. That's not a wound.
On to the charge phase. You want to start with the beasts over here?
Yeah, see if they can get somewhere.
Needing a 10?
No.
Almost, but not. Plague Bearers over here are going to charge. 6. Definitely going to get them in with those clan rats at least.
No problem. So nearest model is here. And now we'll just move everything else up.
Need a Plague Bearers next.
They are going to go
9.
Okay.
They have options.
Yeah, that's going to be a flamer.
Oh no.
I think we're doing multi-charge.
Now the Soul Grinder is going to try to charge.
We are going to roll 6. Ooh.
Is a 6 going to do it?
Don't think so.
Dun dun.
Oh no, that's half an inch.
Oh yeah. Because you'll get into this because it's a little bit closer, but you can still make your pile-ins and then attack whoever you so choose. Starting with the Soul Grinder in the combat here.
Yep.
So he's going to put the claw attack onto the rattling gun here, and then all the rest of the attacks onto the Warlock. So you get your leg attacks.
Leg attacks. These are hitting on 4s.
And only 3 because you have taken quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, that's right. And then wounding on 3s for 1 wound. That is -1 rend, damage 1.
Okay, so again, negating my cover with your rend, so just 5 up. Nope. He goes down to a 3.
And now the Warp Metal Blade, hitting on 4s. That's 2 hits.
Both.
3s to wound. That is 2 wounds at -2 rend, damage 3.
So 6 ups, or I die.
Ayo.
Failed both. So that does 6 damage to the Engineer, and he is gonzo. Attack with the claw.
Hitting on a 4. No.
Oh, okay. That could have just one hit him because it's D6 damage, but with the miss, unfortunately. These clan rats will pile in and attack. Getting 7 attacks onto this unit because of Nashna giving +1 attack. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 3s because there's still 10. So 4 wounds for that unit.
5 up saves. And 5 up disgusting resilience. I take 1
Only
wound.
1 is going down.
And boop, take that guy.
And then 16 attacks onto the other unit of Plague Bearers on 4s. 7 hits, wounding on 3s. Oh, just 2 wounds.
So it'll be 5s and 5s again.
Yep. Nothing there. Nothing there. Okay. 2 go down.
Ooh.
Activating this unit and piling it in. Getting 6 models onto the Warp Fire Thrower and the rest onto the Clan Rats.
So 4s and 3s onto the warp fire thrower. Ooh.
Just one.
Fluff times. 3s. Nothing.
He lives to shoot another day. Is this 12 attacks? 13 attacks?
12 attacks, sorry.
Okay, you already counted the champion?
We did, yep.
Okay.
So 4s and 3s onto the clan rats.
6 hits.
6 hits, looking for 3s. 6 wounds.
Ooh.
No rend.
No rend, so 5 up. Saved 1, 5 go down. I'm gonna try to pull them out of here.
That's definitely what you do.
But, I mean, you're still gonna get a pile in and get some attacks here. Guess my rattling gun will pile in an attack. And it has 2 attacks on 5s. That unit's now gonna pile in and swing. Getting that many in. 10 attacks on 4s. And 3s.
Nice.
For 4.
4.
And 5 up. For none again. Yeah, these 4. And that is the end of this turn. You get to roll a battle shock test for these guys who lost 2.
Yes, if I roll a 1, then I get D6 back. That is not a 1.
Did these guys lose any?
1.
Okay, so again.
No.
Nope.
Oh.
And my clan rats were inspiring. And nothing happened over here other than losing the engineer. And then at the end of turn 4, you still have 2 objectives solidly. I have 1. And this objective is actually being contested because you actually have these 4 plague bearers, and I have these 4 rat models. Because if you had taken this guy out, you would have actually had this objective. So we're gonna go on to turn 5 and see what happens in the last turn of the game.
Let's go.
But who gets first turn?
Oh. Okay.
Oh. Again. Okay, I will take this first turn. On to my hero phase. Let's go. I guess there's no reason to inspire them because they'll be dead. But I mean, I don't really have. I have a free inspiring presence, so sure, they're inspired again. Or no, well, I guess we can put it on there because I think they're within 18. Yep, definitely within 18. So inspiring over here, and then we're going to use Alter the Horned Rat. Everyone who can see him gets +1 to bravery and move. And then we're going to cast Arcane Bolt onto, let's say, because this is safe. I don't think you're going to be able to contest here. I just need to do all the damage here.
Yeah.
So onto the front unit of Plague Bearers, Mystic or Arcane Bolt.
That's gone off.
And D3 mortal wounds.
Yep.
For 1, so you get your save against it.
Yeah, 5 up resilience, which I've passed.
And ringing the bell. For a 4. So he gets to move an additional 6 inches. But actually, I did realize that it's actually in this combat, and I could have piled in and attacked, but I don't think it would have been able to do really enough wounds to change the outcome, because I feel like you're still going to be able to get this. Unless, I think I don't have movement. I'm just going to move him back to keep him out of any scary combats. That guy's good. He's going to shoot into combat and hopefully be able to kill him next turn. Or, you know what, we might not even do that. We're just going to go right on to shooting and start making some decisions. And he's going to fire at this unit, which has more than 10 models. So it gets +1 to hit, so hits on 3s.
It's a hit.
And his wounds on 4s or 2s or 3s? I got
wounds on 3s. Yeah.
Okay. Wounding on 4s, but definitely getting it. So this does D6, or it does -2 rend, so no save for you. And D6 damage for 5, but then you get 5 of your disgusting resilient saves against it.
Passing 1, so 4 die.
See, why couldn't you guys have done this earlier? This is the first hit of the game, and it's the last turn of the game. Warp Lightning Cannon into that unit. What's the power? 6. Ooh. How many 6s can I roll?
Oh, that's really
3?
Excellent.
Wow, so 3 mortal wounds that you get your saves against?
I pass all of them.
That's what happens. These guys, this is going to more. And it passes. The plague, we're gonna do that unit of plague bearers, because if you roll a 1 on this one, I don't want all of them coming back. So we're gonna do it on them, 46 attacks for 12. These hit on 4s for 4 misses, and wound on 4s for another 4 misses. Oh, 5 misses. So you get 3 What, five, well, -1 Ren, so 6 ups.
Sixes. No.
And then 5 ups.
Nope, nothing.
So 3 go down from that unit. And now that that's all the shooting, this unit is going to charge your Soul Grinder.
Woohoo!
In they go, trying to take it out. It's only got 5 wounds left. Going like that, definitely keeping enough back there to ensure that nothing shenanigan-y can happen and losing that objective.
That.
And I didn't actually shoot with this guy, so we're just gonna head back and more. Okay, so D6 mortal wounds for the unit he's standing right beside. For 5.
So I get 5 resilient saves.
Can you make any of them? You can make 1.
So
4 more go down from this unit. Oh, your 20-man blobs are so resilient. It's as your ability says. In combat, we are going to swing with... Where are we going to go? Let's just do the 5 clan rats that are doomed to the world into... well, one of them has to go into this unit and the other 4 into the other.
Cool.
8 attacks because Gnash Gnaw on your bones onto this unit on 4s. And 4s because there's less than 10 in them. Oh, okay, just 1. Can you fail this 5 up, 5 up?
5 up, 5 up. No, 5 up. Oh, no.
So 1 goes down from this unit. Boop. Into the bigger unit on 4s.
Nice.
And 4s. Nope. This unit of Plague Bearers is going to attack.
Yeah, so it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 into the Flamer.
And then the last 2
3 attacks, because that's the Herald.
Into the Clan Rats.
Yep. Looking for 4s.
No, I'm sorry, I cut the camera too early. We're going to keep that roll, no problem. And no save, so this is against my Mortar.
Flamer, yeah, so he's...
I think it's got a 6-up save. I gotta double check, actually. So just getting a 6-up.
He's dead.
Huh. Exactly enough to kill him. 3 attacks into the Clan Rats.
Sure, 4s again. Nothing. The old triple 1 there.
Now these guys are going to pile in an attack. Clan Rats swinging in there. They have this many attacks. There's 20 of them at least. So, hitting on 3s. 4s because spears. Good call, Alex. Thank you. And 3s to wound.
Okay, need a good roll here. 4 up. Oh, Oh, you've got him. That's 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
He's gone.
Brah. So these Plague Bearers are now going to pile around and murder my sad little 5-man unit that's left.
We hope.
11 attacks on 4s.
Ooh. And 3s. Well, at least that's 3 wounds.
Okay, 5 up. So only 2 go down. The Clan Rats will remain. Bell will pile in and attack. It does D6 Rusty Wheel and Spike attacks for 5. And they wound on 2s for 4. Hit on 2, sorry.
Yep.
Wounding on 3s. So 4. Friend on this.
5s and 5s.
Nice.
2.
Wow. So the Warpstone Staff from the Gracier on top will hit on 4s. And wound on 4s. And you get a -1 to this save.
So it's a 6. And then what's the damage?
Just 1.
Just 1, so 5 up. Loves it.
So we got 4 attacks with the Ogre on 4s.
Ooh.
And 3s. And then you get a -1 rend, and this does 2 damage.
Okay, so 6s. No.
Nope. So now you get 4 5-ups. Making 2. So it's only like 1 attack went through. So yeah, you can take those 2 safely. Battle shock test to do on this unit of Plague Bearers.
Okay, so they're actually bravery 10. I've lost 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11.
Oh, wow.
So actually, they could run away unless I roll a 1, in which case then they can come back. Wait, no they can't, because I've killed the icon bearer.
Oh no.
Okay, so do they run away? Yeah, they're gone. They are gone.
All of them.
Bye bye.
And that unit that's lost 3 is fine.
It's fine, yep. Okay.
So we are actually going to call the game before we go to the bottom of turn 5, because at the beginning of Alex's turn, he can run his beast here, retreat that unit here, and get more models, because all he has to do is get more models within 6 inches of this than I do. So even without attacking, with these guys running over here, because they're quite fast, and a decent, yeah, just, here, let's roll that, because what's their base move?
Yeah, base 4.
4?
So that's going to be 4 plus 2 is 6.
So you can definitely get out of my reach there and pull all of your units.
To roughly here.
Yep. Oh yeah.
6.
Even if you have to make like a little tail, it'll totally get more models within 6.
Yeah.
And you will claim that objective and take the victory. Which is just a minor victory, is that a major?
It is a minor victory because I did not take all 4.
And for an auto win?
For an auto win, exactly.
Alright, well, awkward left-handed handshake.
Thank you, sir. Pleasure.
Thank you so much for coming. It's been a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed your time, and I hope the viewers enjoyed this battle report. I'm sorry for some of the mistakes we made. We hopefully went back and fixed as many as we could. But again, just leave comments in the comment section below to help me get better at this game. I am trying to make sure I'm trying to not make any rules mistakes. So you guys help me out, and I will do my very best in the next game. But before we go, Alex has one message for all you guys out there.
Hi, this is mainly aimed at everybody who enjoys podcasts, but also aimed at the English Blood Bowl audience. I'm part of the Hard 6 podcast. I'm not claiming to be one of the presenters. That's actually my good friends Adam Kunis and Jay Hopkinson. They run a weekly podcast. It's called Hard 6. That's hard with the number 6.co.uk. You can listen to all of the podcasts on there. It's all about AOS and primarily Blood Bowl. We also run a Super Bowl event every quarter in London. So if you're in the UK or if you're based around London and you want to come and play some 4 cool matches of Blood Bowl, get onto hard6.co.uk and have a look at when the next Super Bowl is, and it'd be a pleasure to have you.
I know if I was in England, I would be definitely going out to play with, because Blood Bowl's a great game. So all you guys out there,
you're fully invited, Cullen. You're fully invited.
Well, if I ever manage to make it out there, I will try to see if I can line it up with one of your quarters, because that would be a great time. And so yeah, all you Blood Bowl fans out there, make sure to check it out.
Please do. Thank you.
Hey there, Vault members. Click on the link below to check out the second battle report that goes with this one, and it'll be against Josh this time with the Stormcats Eternals. You see the lovely Storm Drake, I think it is.
I think so.
And that'll be against my Skaven again, running Queek Headtaker as my general. So, and if you're not already a Vault member, you can click on the link below to check out a 7-day free trial to see all the wonderful content we have in the Vault that keeps us able to keep our jobs and get all the lovely models and terrain we have here. So thank you guys so much for watching, and happy wargaming.